What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode, which I believe is episode 14, and this is part 1, and this is our photo tent. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11 plants going on down here. 8 of them are straight 12-12. Never seen any other light besides 12-12. The 3 in the front had a couple weeks of veg because we were going to turn them into mom plants, so we had topped them out and stuff. And actually they had probably about a month, 4 weeks of veg and training, and then we decided that we weren't going to do clones, so we just threw them into the tent to flower out. So we are underneath 2 lights that are at they're 100 watts, but we are only running them at 70% each. And our temps are right now 85 and 42. It is pretty hot right now because I have this tent open and I had turned my AC off. I can't use my AC when I vacuum. So I just got done vacuuming. So it will cool down. It's usually at 81 and around 45. All right, let's get in and check them out. So in the back row, we have them up on lifts so that they can get the PPFD that they need, because we have smaller plants down there that are only 3 weeks old, so they need less PPFD. That is the situation that you will run into if you grow. Number one, if you grow a bunch of different strains, you can run into that situation. Or if you try to perpetual grow and have different stages in the tent at one time. So from this experience, I've learned for now on, I'm not going to have a bunch of different times in here. I mean, these were projects anyways. So yeah. So for now, my lesson learned here is when you do a run in a grow area, keep it all. My suggestion, in my opinion, it would be better to keep it all on the same time schedule, so that your lights can be adjusted as needed, and you wouldn't have to be putting blocks in and boosting up. But anyways, enough of that. So let's get into it. So we'll start in the back row. So back here is our calves blueberry. So I don't know what the deal is with her. I think she's a little stunted, or she's just a runt, because she's the same age as this Cherries OG. 91 Cherries OG from Dabarino. And that's calves blueberry, obviously from calf snake oil. So they're basically the same age, and there's a big difference. So that thing is just, like I said, she's either stunted or that's what I get. She's just a runt. So we had, I think, 10 seeds, and basically that is what we got out of the pack of seeds. We got 7 of them to sprout. 6 of them were males, and this was our only female, and she's healthy. She's getting trichomes, she's building her buds, but she has no size at all to her, at all. If I wouldn't pull her and wouldn't continue, but I don't. There's nothing to put there, so you might as well just leave it and let her grow out, see what happens. All right, so that is our calves blueberry. Next up is the 91 Cherries OG from Dabarino. And if the girls' leaves are just starting to pick up, it's because they just got up. So we changed from, that was another thing, now that summer's here, we were running our lights during the day. And now that summer's come, we changed it. So instead of doing 7 in the morning to 7 in the night, now we reversed it, and the lights go on at 7 at night and they go off at 7 in the morning. Well, as you can see, she's doing nice. Whoa. What happened there? Little glitch. Glitch in the Matrix. Alright, then next up from our seed sponsor for our giveaways, Cultigen Seeds. These are his Ukrainian Raspberries. So, and they are on week 10. So the Cavs Blueberry and the Dan Marino OG are on week 9, right? No, I'm sorry, week 7. Ukrainian Raspberries are week 10. And that's from the day that they came out from the ground. So, but as you can see, she's looking good. It's not too bad. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this here. See this one here? I don't know what these are. Let's see, you can't even see it now. I thought it was PM spots. I don't see, right? Where's my finger? So now I put it back in the light. Where's it at? Right there. I only see the little spot right there. Is that PM or is that trichomes? Because like I said, I'll pull it out. Oh, stop shaking. And now I don't see it really. I can see it a little bit. I don't know, but I'm not taking a chance with her, I don't think. I don't know, but real quick off the subject of the tent here. So I believe Saturday I am going to be running my, hold on one second guys. Guys and girls, hold on. I will be running my Ozone. So I try to run it every 4 to 6 weeks. So I take all the plants out of the room and I do my Ozone. So, but I told some people already, I told especially one person, or 2 people have made comments, we are going to take this Ozone machine, and when we ozone, I think I'm going to do it Saturday morning. And so Saturday night when we make the video, we can check it. And I am going to leave a couple plants in the room. I'm going to leave one of these one of these photos right here. And then I am going to pick one of the autos. And I'm going to leave those 2 plants inside this room while we run that Ozone. So I'm curious, a couple other fams out there are curious because Scotty Rails, if you don't know who he is, he's the guy with the recharge and the grow dots from the Dude Grow Show. Awesome guy. Well, he said he ran his Ozone on a low dose and left his plants all in the room, and it killed the PM on the plants but did not harm his plants at all. So he's got people wondering. So we're going to do the test here. So we're going to leave that girl, and I'm going to take another one of the single clones out of the auto tent, and we're going to sacrifice them for the name of science, and we're going to see what happens with them. So I'm going to take her out because I don't know what those light spots are, and we're just going to get her out of there. It happens, folks. So like I said, these are all testers to see if we could grow 1 colas, what it'd be like, and for photos, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, that's cool, and it's gonna be a solid, but doing it with the autos is cool, but I don't think I want to do it with the photos. All right, anyways, I know I'm talking blah, blah, blah. Next up, we have, move these girls out of our way, our 3 babies. So these girls are into week 3 now, and we have Oh, I mixed them up a little bit. Let's put them back the way. All right, so we have some sub-cool genetics. We got these from Diesel Junkie. We have Quirkle and Quirkle crossed with Cleaner, or Quirkle Cleaner. So this one was the triple, was the try here. So, and we have topped her. So hopefully we get these 3 branches plus the 3 branches underneath it. So we'll get a total of 6 branches off of her. So, and that's another thing. Everybody says don't top your autos. Oh no, we're not on autos. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. I'm in the photo tent. Sorry, guys. All right, Quirkle Cleaner. Same thing. We topped her. So, and she's only going to top out to 4 branches. And that's the Quirkle Cleaner. And then we have the Falcon Heavies, 2 of them. So we know these are females, those are femmes. These are reg seeds, so we do not know if they're going to be males or females yet. So fingers crossed, everybody, especially for this girl. So, all right, over here from PNW Cultivators is Falcon Heavy, V12. That's V12 crossed with Apes in Space, and they have been topped out. So they all been topped. So they've been topped for 4 branches. She's getting 6. She's getting 4. Their cardiolidal leaves have been removed because I always do it early, and the first set of notes have been removed because I always do it early. Some people don't agree with it, with the training as early, what I've done here, but that's how I do it. I don't really see the problem with it. I've never had problems with it, so I continue to do it. So that is that. That's the little babies. And then next up are the ones that we were training out, and we're going to make them into clones, but instead we turned into flower. This is from Masonic Seeds, and this is from his $25 a month script, where you get, for $25, you get 3 packs of reg seeds delivered to your front door every month. And it's 3 different strains, and there's 12 seeds for a pack. So for $25 a month, you're getting 36 seeds, 3 different flavors. You know, you're getting males and females. But yeah, here we go. Putang Neville Chem, and look at her. And if you guys remember, when we first brought her in, she was all lime green. Well, look at, I brought her back. Looks like she might need some magnesium. So we might have to dose her some Epsom salt next time we feed her. But besides that, she's looking nice and healthy. Probably get rid of this. Don't need that. So, and then that's what I've been doing. I just been taking, you know, a random leaf here and there off, or anything that was facing like inwards, that's blocking these 2 down here, trying to keep them to get in some light. But yeah, she's doing good. All right, so next up from Masonic Seeds, we have an OG Haze crossed with Rainbow Belts. And as you can see, she is doing nice. So hopefully we'll get some nice big colas here. Well, you know, not crazy big, it's the size of the plant, but you know, we get some nice colas in here. We'll probably have to do some training and try to, once they're all done stretching, we'll probably figure out how we're gonna open her up a little bit. Same thing with this girl, we'll open them up. But yeah, kicking butt. She's doing nice and healthy too. All right, so next up, which is the one that's the fight in me, is the OG Kush from where you from? You're from Royal Queen Seeds. So this is what we got going on. She's a real stiff plant. Her leaves don't get very, very big, but there she is. Like I said, she's very stiff. But the note spacing in there. So once again, we'll have to open her up, and so basically each one has 8 branches, and we're trying to turn each branch on each one of them into one solid bud. Don't know if it's gonna happen, but we'll see. So that is what we got going on in the photo area. So like I said, these 3 had about a month in veg because we topped them and we're training them, and then changed our mind and chucked them in here. Rest of them, these 4 down here and these 3 in the back, have only seen 12 hours of daylight their whole life. They have not seen 18-6 or none of that. Not even in seed, not even in germination. Once they came out of the soil, they were thrown straight to 12-12. All right, so that is what's going on for the photos. So, gotta have to redo the tent. I'm gonna take some of this equipment out, move things around, because we need to prepare very soon when all this is done. So we probably got at least 6 more weeks or so. I don't know how many times I've said 6 weeks or so. And we got her moved over here. So this is our other photo plant that's in vegetation stage, being trained to fill up this tent once all these girls are out. So we'll take her over. We're gonna keep stretching her out, and as you can see, it's all filling in. All this is just getting thick. So we'll keep just folding her down. Every time her top's long enough to hit a square, we'll fold it down. We'll get everything out to the edges. We'll get this all filled in, so we'll have a nice bush in that circle. And then we're gonna take her, we're gonna bring her over here, and obviously flip 12-12. But if necessary, I haven't decided if I want to or not. But I have the scrog net that came with this kit, and it goes, you know, I can put a second layer of scrog, so we can put her in just like that, put the second layer of scrog, and we can finish stretching her out, and we can just do a complete 2x3 wall-to-wall buds. That is the plan with her. So, and this girl here is another Falcon Heavy from PNW Cultivators. So we got 3 seeds from him, and you know, we figured we grow one of them nice and big, and we just threw the other 2 over there to see about the 1 cola thing. So we took her out of the auto tent and put her over here, and because I started another auto over here, this is actually, I'm growing this. My son has the same exact pot, same exact soil, everything's the same plant, same light, same fan, you know, same little gauges, everything's the same. He's not in a tent, he's in a homemade box. So we have an identical grow, identical newts, everything's identical. And basically when I do something to the plant, I record it, I send my son the video, and he mimics it at his house. And we're gonna do it through the whole grow, and I am gonna just teach him the basics of growing without me actually being there holding his hand doing it. So I told him, get the grow down yourself. I gave him a Mars Hydro TS 1000. I told him if he can grow his plant out, you know, and stick with it, he can keep the light, he can keep what other equipment I gave him. So yeah, so we'll talk about that when we get over to the auto. Actually, I don't even know if we're going to be showing this much, because I'm going to be doing separate videos, and maybe at the end I'll just do a complete one video of me, I guess, trying to teach my son the basics of growing an auto. Alright, so that's what's happening, but we're here to see her. So yeah, that's what we got going on. And what I was saying about the tent is, once again, from my fellow community content maker and one of my favorite people out there, Mr. Rick over at 123 Fat Buds, said, you know, suggestion people, you need to do things. And as you can see, we have cleaned up the top of my tent. So we did take your suggestion, and we took our inline fan out of the tent. she's out of the tent. So now we got this room gone. And then besides that, we removed the balusters, which are now here, off of our lights. And now we raised our lights, and I don't think you can get your light any higher. I'm like right at the top. So thank you for that tip on removing the balusters to get more height and to release some of the heat out of the tent. And the same thing with the inline fan. It's out of the tent. So we only have, that's the only baluster that's inside this tent. Everything is else. So, and as you can see, we could add the third. Oh, but what am I talking about the auto grow for? We're not supposed to be in the auto. I'm sorry. We'll talk about that Saturday when we come back for part 2 of episode 14. But yeah, everybody, this is Taz. And then you ask me, why is your dog here? But I love my dog. Right, Taz? You daddy's good boy? Huh? Daddy love you? Let's say hi to everybody. So listen, back to this real quick. Ozone machine. So what I'll do is Saturday morning I'll make a short of me setting this up, and basically I'll have the room all cleared out. I'll have this plant and I'll have another plant. I'm probably going to use one of 1, 2, 3 Fat Buds, one of the Caribbean Dreams, since we have 3 of them in there and one's mislabeled. So the mislabeled one we're going to sacrifice, and we're going to sacrifice this girl. We're going to leave one plant in that tent. We're going to leave one plant in this tent. Get everything else out of here, seal the room up, and we're going to set this baby off. And I believe I'm supposed to set it, I'm not sure. I've been setting it off 15 minutes. So I don't know if that's going to be what's going to happen. But you know what? We're going to find out what 15 minutes does to these plants while they're in the room. So Saturday, I'll in the morning, I'll upload me. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's just turn it to where you want and hit your buttons. But I'm going to show you guys with the tents cleaned out, with just the one plant in there. We'll get close-ups of the plant. I'll set this off. And then Saturday, when I make my, when we do the auto video, part 2 of episode 14, I won't come in here until after, so you will see the results at the same time I see the results of what's going to happen to these girls. All right, everybody. I think I talked enough. Yeah, that's what we got going on with the photos, folks. So everything's just moving right along. And that's all we got. So till next time, real quick, I'm sorry. Make sure, don't forget about the giveaway if you haven't entered already. Make sure you pick a card, enter it in the comments section. If you pick a card that somebody else has picked, I'll be sure to try to let you know to repick your card. All right, and for those that are new, the card games are on Tuesday. So Tuesday, after the Purple Mindset update, we play the card game. We cut for a winner, and then so whoever, you got all week to pick a card, and that counts for Tuesday's game. All right, everybody, this is Z-Bud signing off. You guys have a great one. I love you all. Much appreciation to you all. Stay humble, stay peaceful. Have a good one.